Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omni video. Today we are going to take on Aranea's Intersecting Will Shinryu. I looked at the fight a little bit. I didn't see anything too crazy, but I think this boss is going to be kind of aggressive. So I'm going to try a defense comp on this one. We're going to see if it works. And I kind of want to feature Celes FR on this one. So we are going to try Celes FR, and I'm going to bring Gao to help trigger more counters, more off-turn damage. We're going to bring Core to trigger more damage. We'll see what kind of happens. Actually, you know what? I just thought about it, and I might not do Gao. I might just do Gladio. Let's just do Gladio. I forgot with Celes specifically. Gao would work fine with cores, but Celes wants specifically ice damage, right? And Gao's going to override that ice damage. So let's actually do... I'm changing my mind at the last minute here. Let's go ahead and do Gladio. So let's grab Gladio instead. Gao's always so tempting because you get like the double counters, but yeah, we'll just try this ultimate defense comp. Let's see how this works here. I always want to use Gao, but like elemental stuff tends to kind of throw that off, right? And sure, we'll bring a selfie. Question is it a GIMP selfie? Nope, it's a good selfie. Alright, we'll bring that one. And let's hop in. And so we'll see. Even if the enemies aren't crazy aggressive with 4 force times, we definitely should be fine. And then obviously you probably could go in with like a Tifa Renault and blow this thing up. But I want to use Celes more. I really like Celes. We're going to see how this is rocking. The one gimmick I did notice with the enemies is they do something where they harden their defenses. I'm guessing it's going to like heavily reduce my brave damage, maybe down to 1. And the way to negate that is to do critical damage. So my guess is they're going to be really hard to break. They're going to be tanky. And because you can't break them, they're going to be hard to crit. So they want you to have Aranea's Vital Crusher, right? So I did bring Aranea's Vital Crusher as a call, and I also brought Kate Sith Call. So I got a couple fail safes there just in case, right? We'll go ahead and just Dawn Hammer here. Gladio should be pretty much good to go. From what I hear, this isn't that hard of a Shinryu, so I'm not expecting to have too much trouble with this one. The 6-man fight was actually pretty tough. I do have a clear of that up on my channel if you want to check that one out. Sure, so let's Moonlit. I gotta think what I want to do for Selfie here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll get Celes going here with Oath of Absolute Defense, and then we'll swap out Celes for Selfie is what we'll do. I'm sure we'll do that. Perfect. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll just get Selfie in here right away. I guess since it's free I can throw Runic down, sure. Get that Runic out of the way. Ah, that's pretty good. 860k for a freaking Runic. That's crazy. Okay. I mean, mine's a pretty darn maxed out Celes, right? And then we're going to go ahead and put the LD. I don't know. Maybe these guys can't be launched. We'll find out. Either way, Selfie's just good for force charging. Let's see. Yep, they can be launched. So, yeah, we'll just add in that extra launch damage, and that should be helpful, right? And so basically, we will go ahead and apply Oath of Absolute Defense then to Gladio, and then we'll just have Selfie wall out, and we'll be good. What is my blink looking like? My blink should be good. Whoops, wrong character here. What's my blink looking like? 4 turns. Yeah, I don't need the LD yet. Sure, we'll just keep using these attacks. Yeah, I do think, you know, because I did like the Lufenia version of the fight, and it seemed like the enemies were kind of aggressive in there, so I'm hoping that they're going to get really aggressive here. And then, you know, by the time we get our force time up. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and let's Snow Break. Let's hit Gladio, and we've got double Oath on, which is perfect timing because these guys are about to dip in some all attacks. So the idea is when they're doing their all attacks, we're going to get triple core counters as soon as we get Selfie out of here. So Selfie's just going to wall out to the end now. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep. Add some extra. Yeah, we'll definitely be capped on buffs with that. Alright, so they're doing the hardened defense thing. So they want us to have critical brave damage. So, we'll see what happens. We're going to keep walling. Hopefully, I don't remember if Celes is one of the ones carrying the 2 calls. She might be the one that isn't carrying one of the 2 calls, but we'll see. We'll wall. And who knows, maybe I'll just naturally deal crit damage. I don't know how bad this is going to be. But they both got their defenses hardened, so we definitely want to do crit damage. Alright, let's wall again. Okay. I suppose another way is you could like gravity shave them or something like that to get them broken, right? Let's see, do we have... Okay, well actually putting Raijin Call on isn't the worst idea here in case they're about to blast me or something. So sure, let's throw that, yeah. Oh, so we do 0 HP damage to them. So we literally... Okay, but we hit a crit there, so that's good. At least on one of them we hit a crit. Okay, interesting. I wonder... Could I just use my other call and get a lucky crit here? Probably didn't get a crit, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, at least we critted one of them. So the crit is important if you're literally not HP damaging them. So that could really throw a wrinkle in our force time. So we have to be very careful about that. Let's go ahead and freeze dive here. Alright, good. So we can get him broken. Hopefully, like, something here will crit the other guy. If not, I can start using my calls, right? I wonder if weakness damage counts as critting. Probably not. Oh, yeah, it's just like 1 brave damage and 0. So, yeah, you gotta crit. So, that part, the Vital Crusher is pretty darn important, right? Yeah, because even with these counters, like, if any of this could just crit... Okay, so something there hit a crit. So, then we got it out of all of that. So, the nice thing is like, with the Magitech Ice Block counters and something, odds are something is going to crit. So, we did that without having the Vital Crusher on. So, we're at 90%, so I am going to apply the Vital Crusher here. Yeah, they do have room for it. Yes, they have room for it, which is good. Now, Vital Crusher is only 2 turns. So, I just want to make sure I get into my force time, which we're pretty darn close to it, right? I am going to use an AA here. What's our Blink sitting at? Blink is at 2. Okay, so what I can do here is I will EX. And I just have to make sure I refresh Blink on the next one. So, let's EX here. Yeah, so they're pushing, and this is what I talked about in my Aranea video, is like, you know, when characters like her and Barrett come around, they do some kind of gimmick to really push crits, and they do something to make the enemies hard to crit. So they were smart with Aranea, because what they do, like during other ones, is they'll just make it so the enemies can't be broken. Well, that's not a good way to promote Aranea, because she wants to break, right? So I think it's just a great way to promote Vital Crusher by giving them an aura that they still can be broken, but you have to be able to crit to break the aura. That kind of makes sense, right? Okay. There we go. Now we're putting up some fat numbers. I wonder if rainbow numbers would count as critting, maybe. Alright, so let's Reaper Scale. Perfect. And I'm not sure how often they're going to put this aura up, right? Oh, doing it right now. Okay. Alright, well, they should still have Vital Crusher on, so I should just touch a button and they should fly off, right? I got Kate Sith, but I don't want to do that yet. So sure, let's... Well, okay, let me see. I've got Oath on both characters, right? Oops, let me see. Yes, so I can't refresh Oath, so I actually think I just need to HP plus here. So let's just do that, and then hopefully... I mean, this should hopefully break, because we have... Whoops, I shouldn't be HP attacking there. We've got Vital Crusher on, so that should... Yep, Protection Crumble. Did it hit both of them? Just the one, huh? Okay. Well... I do... Well, I want to hit Force, but I actually want the BT effect up first. We kind of got it too quick. I guess I could Force... No, I got a BT effect, because I'm pretty sure these guys are doing, like, physical damage, right? Let's get the BT effect up, and then I'll Force on Celes' next turn. So it'll be a little bit here. So it's getting a little bit slow to get into it, but because I swapped out Celes for Selfie, like, I didn't have much time. So that should be critting that other enemy. It's kind of annoying we're not doing damage to him, though, but this is going to be that type of fight. So that's the thing that's going to be really frustrating, is that just that interrupting red aura. That should have broken it. Really? It didn't? Okay. Yes, we need to Impulse. So this is going to be, like, very low damage here. I believe he still has Vital Crusher on. We seriously not crit that guy? I'm pretty sure he has Vital Crusher. Maybe it fell off already. It's only... Yeah, okay, there it goes. I'm like, holy buckets. Alright. Now we'll take some counter damage. That'll be good. Yes, give me those ice blocks. Thank you. Yes, okay. Alright, where are we at for Magitech Ice Block here? Okay, so you've got it. Oh, yeah, it lasts a long time, too. I love that. 6 turns, and what do you got, Magitech Ice Block? 7 turns. That's awesome. Okay, so now I think this is a good time to Reaper Scale. Alright, and then... I think I'm just going to attack again. We could use the AA, I suppose. I'm tempted to use Kate Sith here, but I kind of want to save it. We'll just HP attack, because I think I still have double ult on. Alright, so let this enemy do their thing. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to get into Celes Force time. So, at this point, we just want them to take a lot of damage, or want them to take a lot of turns. Let the Magitech Ice Blocks go off and go from there. So let's pop it. And see what happens here. Okay. And if this fight doesn't go well, I think you could be fairly offensive here. I think, like, literally, if you just either had Vital Crusher as a call, because you could just do Vital Crusher as a call and then just deny the enemy's turns and, like, delay them, push them back, and then just, like, Tifa or Renault it, I think would be fine, right? Okay. So now we're in Force, so now we want the enemies to get turns. I believe I refreshed my Blink. Yep, so Blink's at 8, so we're plenty good to go there. So, and what's my Ulth at? Ulth is still at 3. And Ulth is still at 2, so we're still good on Ulth. I think we're going to be good on Ulth pretty much for this whole Force time. Because we would need Celes to take 2 turns before it falls off. Alright, now we let them take turns. They better not put up that red aura thing. I mean, they're going to. But we just got to hope that we break it really quick when they do. Ooh, injure. That looked like it was going to be painful, but Gladio is invincible, so that's always good. Alright, so let's just build up the gates. The Magitech Ice Blocks are going to be the big ones, right? 25% a pop. Off turn is pretty crazy. So we just got to make sure we really upkeep that. Will's Lion's Roar here. That sounds good to me. We'll take the launch. And the enemies are getting a lot of turns, so I am liking this. I don't think they necessarily like jump cut turns, but they just have like high turn rate. Okay. And I know they do something where like you don't want to get broken. I think if they use Spew ++, like if they break you, they wipe all of your buffs, even the framed ones. So that can be pretty nasty, right? Okay. Oh, you know the bad part I'm doing here, though? Yeah, see, that's why I shouldn't have brought Gladio. Celes can only absorb on all attacks, because Gladio is going to take all of her attacks, so we're missing the percentage for absorbing. But, I mean, we are getting counter damage to make up for it, so I guess it's going to be okay. I think we'd get more for absorbing than we do from the counter damage, but this is still okay. But if we brought Gao, we would have lost damage, because Gao isn't doing ice damage, which I think she needs ice damage, right? Let's go and do this. Now, I'm pretty sure their Vital Crusher has fallen off by now because they've taken several turns. So, I might have to go into Kate Sith, but I'm going to try to get through this Force time without using Kate Sith because I don't want to eat up a Force turn on a call, right? So, if they do go into Red Aura, we're just going to hope we can break it naturally. And I think, you know, even if we're doing zeros or whatever, we should still be able to increase the HP gauge, right? Alright, so far so good. We're at about 250%. That's pretty good. 274. I mean, as long as those Magitech Ice Blocks keep coming, right? I'm sure. Let's Spinning Edge. Because, well, let's see what Ice Blocks are at. Because I might have to refresh those. Well, 6 turns of Ice Block still. Okay. And what are you at? If you want to get clicked on, please. It's okay. I guess the Ice Block is okay. So we can just Spinning Edge here. Oh, you know what? Because I think the FR reapplied Ice Block, right? So that's why they're good. So yeah, we don't have to worry about Ice Block here. Alright, Spinning Edge for, yeah, 5 mil. Not too bad. 5.5 mil right there. We take those. Alright, yep. Oh, Core stealing the turns back. But yeah, look at just all these, you know, these little 5% ticks. They all add up, right? Like, look at all those ticks we're just getting right there. And once again, the Ice Block is the big one. I mean, Reaper's Gale is always tempting, but I want them to take turns. Now we're at the point, though. So her Ulth is at 1. So it's going to drop off on her next turn. But we're going to get some enemy turns here with an all attack. So I'm okay not refreshing it. What's Gladio at? Yeah, they're both at 1 turn Ulth. So Ulth will fall off, but I should just be able to reapply. So I'm going to skip the Ulth this turn, I think. Oh, but I'd have to Reaper's Gale. Maybe I will put... I think I'm going to put Ulth back on because I don't want to like mess up my... Well, so we'll reapply Ulth. And, sure, we'll hit Celes with it. Alright, so now Ulth is no longer on Gladio, but it was worth refreshing there, I think. If I had my HP plus, I probably would have done that, but Reaper's Gale would have stolen an extra turn. I want the enemies to take turns right now, right? When you do these defense comps, you want the enemies to go a lot. Now, this isn't going to be as good as, like, the Ultimisia fight. Like, that is, like, the premier fight to showcase these defense teams, for sure. But, we're still doing pretty good there. Okay, so we did get an Absorb there, yeah, which was 20%, so the Absorbs are good. So we are losing a little bit on that from Gladio, but he is keeping us safe and still countering, right? So like that there would have been a nice Absorb for 20%, but now we're only going to get 5 instead. So yeah, if I were to do this again, I would do... I'm trying to think of who I would put in that slot. Actually, maybe Cater. I should have put Cater in there. Because Cater's got the dodge, counter, ice. Yeah, maybe Cater would have been the play. Because she's got traps and she's got counters. And she's already doing ice damage, right? Sure, let's Impulse here. The gauge is getting kind of high, so let's do that. This will definitely be like a double force time for sure. I don't think we're getting this done in one. Although, I don't know. We are getting them pretty low. Because we're only halfway through force time, maybe. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get them killed here, but we are going to be popping like, what, a 10 to 12 million summon at the end of this thing. The other thing is just going to depend on timing, right? Like with my luck, they're going to put up that stupid aura like right when I'm at the last turn, and it's going to save them a bunch of damage. So that could be really bad, right? Oh no, I feel like I need to Runic again, but I don't want to like steal a turn. I mean, Gladio's Runic doesn't really matter because they're just stealing anyways. I think I'm just going to freeze dive. Just give me some big damage. And then, yeah, I'll just get into another force time pretty much as fast as I can. And then we would just do, like, core. See, the thing is they've got a force time coming. And their force time is to enter force time while dealing a debuff. Which I think Celes would work because I think she does inflict Ice Block when doing it. So I think I would want it. But they're at 89, so they're going to come out of this and they're going to get one. Once again, tempted to Reaper Scale, but I'm not going to. And actually, I'm going to go on Gladio. He's getting the next turn. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have broke... Shoot, I broke him the wrong way. Actually, I don't know if I could avoid that, because the follow-ups are always hitting AoE, but that's unfortunate we pushed the B enemy back. Alright, we got him pretty low without that red aura, so are we just getting lucky that they're not getting that red aura? I mean, I'm sure there's a logical reason to when they do it, I just didn't read close enough, but that's fine. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to... We'll Dawnhammer here. Get this last launch. The enemies will get one more turn, and then we are going to pop summon, and then do the biggest, fattest attack I can with core, which will be a Reaper Scale, probably. So, yep, we'll take the counter damage here at 581. So, 581 is not a bad gauge, right? We'll be, what, probably over 600 here? With the Ice Block, yes, we will be. Yep, so at 611. Alright, so let's pop summon. Ooh, actually, I might EX. I'm trying to think what's going to be better. Reaper Scale might do more damage than the EX. I think I'm going to Reaper Scale. Alright, so that was an 8 mil. Yeah, we did almost kill him. That really wasn't that bad. Let's Reaper Scale. Oh my god, so much damage. Oh, with the launching, this might actually be close. Are we going to take this dude out? Oh, pretty darn close. 2% with the 10 mil launch. Yeah, I can imagine if you just like Renoa'd this, they would just explode out of here. So yeah, we're not even going to need the second force time. The problem is going to be, though, if they get to their force, but what I'm going to do is if I can come out of this on Celes' turn, which I think I can make that happen, we're going to come out of this on Celes' turn and just go right into burst phase if I need to, because I am a little scared of like them like one-shotting me on their force. We'll see. I mean, we're pretty close to killing one of them. We might darn near just have them out of here. We can manipulate the turns here, and I'll show you this trick if we need it. So this will be kind of like a bonus tip here if we need it. We'll see. I might just kill them, though. They do have a lot of health. So like when you're not in force time, it does take a while. Alright, you got one dead. This guy's at 1%. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little manipulation here, right? So if you guys look, this is a cool little tip. See on my summon right now, it's showing that it's got core and then Celes. And then coming out of summon, it's going to go to Gladio, and Celes doesn't show up forever. Well, I can't go into a burst phase right now, and I want to go into Celes burst, right? So here's a little manipulation I can do. If I just do any free turn attack with core, core will steal that second summon turn from Celes, then Celes is going to end up getting the burst right afterwards, right? So like, if I say use his LD's a free instant turn, right? And you can see I can hold and it pushes him up out of there. So I could just do his LD, which is going to push him up and steal Celes' spot in the summon. And then I just do, oh, we killed him. So that's, but what we would have done there then is then Core would have done the last attack for the summon. Celes would have been the next character up, and I could have gone right into burst phase. So that is actually a little bonus manipulation. We could consider that part of my tips and tricks video that I didn't put in there. So anyways, guys, there you go. That was actually pretty darn easy. I literally just threw together a defense comp, and I wanted to showcase Celes there, and it actually worked out pretty well. And I would say that wasn't like super optimally done, right? Because I didn't even have Celes absorbing most of the time to get the highest percentage. Really, the only gimmick there is just the crit hits to get that red aura, and it really didn't hinder us that bad. Even we used one Vital Crusher, but I think we would have been fine without it because you're still able to crit without it. So anyways, guys, let me know how you did on this fight. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.